All right, so there were these four people who wanted to get from here to there, and they didn't know how. And so they thought that they would consult a wise man. And so they did. They went to the wise man of the village, and they said, how are we going to get from here to there? It's a long way away. It's over many different geographies, some deep water and some mountains, and we'll never make it if we have to walk. So how are we going to get there? And the wise man thought about it for a while, and he said, well, I'll make you a deal. You all put on these blindfolds and go into this room, and your transportation will be in that room. And so they did. They took him up on his offer because they had no other alternative. And in fact, they couldn't even agree really on where they wanted to go in the first place. They were kind of bickering amongst each other. And the wise men knew that. And so they put on the blindfolds. They went into the room. And the wise men said, all right, now what is your transportation? Okay, now here's where maybe for some of you it becomes familiar. One guy said, well, what I'm feeling here is a giant tree. And the other guy said, well, I'm feeling sort of a hose kind of thing. And another guy said, I'm feeling a long brush of some kind. None of this feels like transportation. What on earth could it be? The other guy said something too. I forgot what he said. They all felt something different and thought they were feeling something different is the point, right? Well, the wise men then said, okay, what do you guys think it could be? And they all had to get together. There was no revealing. There was no taking off the blindfolds. They had to get together and ferret out for themselves what it was. And in talking to each other, they, of course, discovered that it was an elephant. And then one of the guys said, what in the world are we doing in a room with an elephant? This thing can squash us at a moment's notice if it gets the least bit antsy. Well, at that point, a voice from on top of the elephant said, it's all right. I have trained this elephant. And now that you know what it is and have stopped arguing and are on the same page, we may proceed from here to there. And that's the story.